Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Let's dive right into it. It's a big, beautiful bill. Is it big? Is it beautiful? Or is it a national disaster? Or is it the worst thing to happen to the American people? A robbery stamped as beautiful. That's what Elon Musk is saying. That's what Elon Musk is saying. And a lot of people have went through the bill, and there are some very interesting things that have been discovered. There's billions in foreign aid. There's hundreds of millions to get illegal immigrants to come to this country. There's money for Venezuela, the terrorist communist country of Venezuela. But the biggest issue to me, and I wish I could call Trump myself and be like, I'm your biggest supporter. I love you, Trump. I've registered thousands of voters for you. I've debated liberals. I've done so much. Like, I love you, Trump. But please tell me, why are you giving $500 billion to Palantir? And it's in the big, beautiful bill. It is a company that believes in globalism. And what they are going to do is build a database to collect all American social medias, texts, direct messages, what you say, what you look at. It's going to build an AI database that only the federal government can control for the next decade. And we're about to dive into that. Do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. Where are you tuning in from today? And before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, today's sponsor is Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to precious metals, no one beats Verity Metals. They are local out of Glendale, Arizona. They are patriots, people of faith, and Trump supporters like myself. They protect your IRAs, 401ks. If you want to get a lot, or if you just want to buy a single coin, they will take care of you. Also, they love the Patriot community and you, my audience, so much that when you call or text 888-328-6105 and tell them that Vlad sent you, you will get free silver on your next qualifying order. Links are down below in the description. Let's roll. So here's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at what Elon Musk is saying, and then we're going to look at this company, Palantir. This is globalism, ladies and gentlemen. This is globalism in America. I did not expect that a president like Trump, maybe there's something else. Maybe something else I'm not understanding, but I do know who this company is, and it's not a good company. Elon Musk slams the big, beautiful bill, calls it a disgusting abomination. White House press, Caroline Leavitt responds, but Elon Musk has again come out against the big, beautiful bill that is being negotiated in the Senate after passing the House last month by razor-thin margin. Musk has previously expressed disappointment with the bill, arguing that it undermines the work of the Department of Government Efficiency, which he oversaw until the end of his tenure as special government employee last week. The president and Musk delivered a press conference last week to commemorate his send-off as he parted ways with the government on good terms. On Tuesday afternoon, Musk amped up the criticism, saying he, quote, just can't stand it anymore. He continued saying, this massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination, shaming legislators who voted in favor. He says, you know you did wrong. You know it. In the past, President Trump has gone scorched earth on Republicans who oppose the budget reconciliation package, which he says is crucial for fulfilling his agenda and key campaign promises, including border security and tax cuts. Most recently, Trump called out GOP Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky in a series of Truth Social posts, saying he has no understanding of the bill and calling his ideas actually crazy. Well, now we have Elon Musk. He's calling out this bill. He's saying it's Joe Biden's and Obama's spending in a nutshell. He said, yes, there are good tax cuts and there is good spending for the border and for mass deportation. But there are hundreds of billions for garbage, for crap. For me, ladies and gentlemen, and I will make another video going deep into this. Does that look like a sane person to you? Hair everywhere. Shirt wrinkly. The Trump administration has expanded Palantir's work with the government, spreading the company's technology, which could easily merge data on Americans through agencies. In March, President Trump signed an executive order calling for the federal government to share data across agencies, raising questions over whether he might compile a master list of personal information on Americans that could give him untold surveillance power. Mr. Trump has not publicly talked about the effort since, but behind the scenes, officials have quietly put technological building blocks into place to enable his plan. In particular, they have turned to one company, Palantir, the data analyst and technology firm. This guy endorsed Kamala Harris, donated to the Kamala Harris campaign. This is facts. I looked into who this guy stood. He's a lifelong Democrat, World Economic Forum member, believes in communism, says tax the rich, and Trump's administration is going with this guy. Here's what they're going to do, and this is what the bill says. The bill says it. Fact check me. Don't believe me. I want you to not believe what I say, and I want you to fact check me. Because it hurts saying this, being the biggest Trump supporter there is. I love everything he's doing. This is where I'm like, ugh. So they get $500 billion off the bat. They build off Trump's executive order from March. And then they build a database. They look at your Instagram, your Facebook, your X account, where you go. So pretty much every American phone, computer, tablet, iPad, everything that's connected to the Wi-Fi and to the cloud. It was going to connect. What do you look at? Who do you talk to? What do you say? When do you go to work? When do you come back? What routes you take? And it's going to build this huge database. It's going to use a huge database. And in the big, beautiful bill, it actually says that for the next decade, 10 years, no state governor or government can access or change anything in this database collection. Only the federal government controls it. So it's only the federal government that collects all the information. For the next decade, there's no state access to the database. No governor can even access his own people's database. Only the federal government can. Now, they are saying we are doing this to combat illegal immigration. But here's the tricky point, right? The devil is in the details. They're not going to collect just of people who they think are illegals. They're going to collect everybody's and then figure out who's illegal or not. That's what they're saying. But check this out. What if after Trump, the Democrats pull off another 2020 and 2028? And we get another Obama. Or we get another Biden, globalist. What are they going to do with that data? What are they going to do with that data? They're going to go after their political opponents. They're going to go after every Trump supporter. They're going to go after every Christian. They're going to go after everybody that has ever supported Trump or stood for American values. Being a Christian, being a man of the Bible, who has read the Bible dozens of times cover to cover, in the end times, talks about databases in the book of Revelation. It talks about a chip. It talks about government knowing everything you do. You say the wrong word, that's it. You're out of the market. You can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do anything. I don't like this, but I don't know yet. I'm just sharing with you what I know up until now, ladies and gentlemen. Elon Musk is saying there's a lot of spending. And here's what I think. I think Trump put in all of his tax cuts. I think he put in all the good stuff. But then the Republicans, in the House, added a bunch of crap without telling Trump. Maybe. Right? More money for Ukraine. Woo! That's even the Senate Republicans said. Unless Ukraine gets more billions. Lindsey Graham said, there's not enough spending in the big, beautiful bill for Ukraine. Give us more. He admitted there's spending for Ukraine in the big, beautiful bill. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to stay on top of this. I'm going to keep you updated. I'm going to keep looking further into this. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But if a government wants to collect all your data without a warrant, I don't like it. And I don't care who's the sitting president when they start doing this. Right? I can like 99.9% of the stuff that someone's doing and not like 0.1%. This is the 0.1% I have a lot of questions for. When it comes to the GOP, well, the senators and the congressmen, the laziest, most inactive, do nothing, get paid actors ever. They're a disappointment. I love what Trump is doing. I love everything he's doing. But here I have a big question. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love reading your guys' comments. I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment. God bless you. See you in the next one.